Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Let me get it set up. I know I look like Oscar the Grouch inside of a dumpster. They didn't set the waters on my tripod. So I gotta move stuff out the way. I'm gonna tell y'all how we came up with this. It was my son's idea, and we put our heads together, and we was having a conversation. We was having a conversation about bullying. Let me see if I can set this camera up real quick. Okay, so we was having a conversation about bullying. And yeah, I look like Oscar the Grouch inside the trash can right now. I'm in the trash can. So we was talking about bullying. Bullying. My son was talking about some kids at the school. We had a conversation, and he said that some of the kids at the school, they was cheating in basketball. So he decided that he wanted to walk away. So he walks away, him and his partner, Shamar. I don't want to say everybody's names, but he walked away with his partner. Scratch that. He walked away with his partner, and they teasing him and talking about him and, calling them punks and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, shoot, that's the biggest flex. The biggest flex is to walk away from your enemies. Walk away from them. You ain't got to say nothing to them. You ain't got to get yourself in trouble. All you got to do is literally walk away. Walk away. You gotta walk away from them. You wanna know why? Because that's the enemy that's tempting you to get you in trouble. That's the enemy that's trying to say, ooh, say something wrong to him. Talk down about him. I'm looking like Oscar the Grouch right now from Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? Hey kids, I want to tell you about bullying and how it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that on Sesame Street? That's how it be. We got to use some stuff like that to reach these kids. And have a conversation with them. Sometimes you just got to be goofy for your kids. Hey, yuck. You got to be goofy. Sometimes you got to be Elmo for them. You got to talk to them the way that the things that they love and that they talk to, you got to talk to them with that, because right now they just looking at something and it's becoming idolatry to them. They not really, they learning, but they learning to sit in front of a device all day. But the device ain't really trying to help them. The device don't know how they feel when they get sad or when they go through stuff when they at school or at work. That device don't help them. We got to learn some new ways, a better way of communication, a better way of doing things. So, LJ and Jerry, we came up with this idea. Daddy, how about you get on live and talk about bullying? And I ain't got that much time because I got Bible trivia here in a little bit. But literally, this is how you walk away from a bully. Walk on by. And then you and your partner slap five. Just like, man, we just killed that, man. We just walked away from temptation. We just walked away from temptation. We just walked away from the enemy. We just walked away from a bully. If you see a bully online and somebody talking down about you, bitch, swipe left. Swipe right. You ain't got to sit there and listen to that. You ain't got to sit there and take all of that. Man, walk away. Or as the words say, turn the other cheek. And just walk away, man. Forget what they saying. Forget what they've been laughing at you about, because none of it's true. I'm rubber, you glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. That's what it is. I'm rubber, you glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Stop living the way that the heathen want us to live, which is destroying one another, fighting against one another, unaliving one another, tearing one another down. That's what the heathen wants us to do. That's what the leaders of these platforms want us to do, because they could literally shut stuff down to where nobody would see no type of violence. None. But we've been systematically programmed by these very things and these very people that say that they love us, that they care for us, that they respect us, that they honor us, that they serve our God. And we're serving the same God. Where in the world do you see us serving the same God? Where? Because Abba Father is not like that. Abba Father would help us in our time of need, in our time of trouble. He wouldn't send us to a place or place stuff in front of us for temptation. He wouldn't do stuff like that. He wouldn't put liquor stores and strip clubs all in neighborhoods like that. So what God is y'all really serving? What God do y'all really serve that we ain't serving? Because I don't see that in your neighborhoods. But they don't want to talk about that. They taught us how to bully one another. They taught us how to unalive one another. They taught us how to hate each other. They taught us how to hate ourselves, hate our own people. By the very thing that they put on TV, by the very thing that they put in the music, by the very thing that they put on the media. The shows you watch. You're systematically programmed because you start acting like that man or that woman or that character. You start embodying somebody that you don't even know who you are because you don't even know who you are, what you are, and whose you are. You are a child of the Most High God. You are a child of Abba Father. You are Hebrew, Israel. You are the original Jews. You are the chosen ones. You're chosen to do something greater, something better. To change the way that we live, to change the way that we treat each other, to change the way that we love one another. Change the way of how we feel about each other. It's time to change the game. So learn to walk away and then flex on them. What you do? Walk away. Hey, bruh, we just smashed that. Hey, sis, we just walked away from a bully. And didn't even have to say nothing but show him our backside and keep it pushing. We didn't get in trouble with the teacher today. The teacher didn't have to yell at us. Didn't have to send mama no note home. I didn't have to be down and out because I overcame my Goliath. I overcame my bully. And I ain't have to put hands on him. All I had to do was walk away from him. But don't tempt me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. I get the feeling sometimes it make me wonder, how do I keep from going under? Sometimes, hey, some folks, some spirits, they'll take you there. They'll take you there. They will take you there. But you got to learn how to conquer your thought life. You got to learn how to watch what you say. You got to learn how to put on your whole armor of God. You got to say them I am statements. I am powerful. I am a son of the living God. I am a daughter of the living God. I am an overcomer. I am redeemed from the hands of the enemy. I am redeemed from the curse of the law. I am walking in the word of the Lord. I am bringing heaven to earth. You got to say I am something. Because we've been saying I am in a negative way, and we are not the things that they have called us. We are something greater. We are kings. We are queens. We are royalty at your service. But now it's time for the servants to become the kings and queens who we were called to be in the first place. Shalom, kings and queens, brothers and sisters. That means peace be unto you. I love y'all. Blessings to y'all. Knowledge.